Chasing their passion, they're giving the past a future, saving lost dreams one vehicle at a time. With help from God, these guys are Turnin Rust. Brought to you in part by Maxed Trailers.
We recently did a poll within the community tab button on our YouTube page asking you, the viewers, what you guys would like to see us tinker on next. We listed about 4 really cool back burner projects we have around the shop, and the people have spoken. Apparently you guys want to see this 59 Apache. I can't say that I blame you. She's a super cool truck. We purchased her on the channel about 2 years ago on a really cold winter day. After negotiating back and forth, we were able to close the deal and bring her back home with us. I fell in love with the patina paint job on this old girl, and when I found out that it had an LS motor in it, that just sealed the deal for us. Unfortunately, we've got her home. She's just been sitting around for a while, so now we're going to dig into her, see if we can get her to crank back up and move her down to the other shop. It's been a while since we laid eyes on this old girl, huh?
Yeah, looks like she's been back here relaxing.
Kind of excited we get to, everybody wanted to see us tinker with her again.
Yeah.
All that rain we've been getting, it floods back here anyway, so. Well, it's still there.
Still there.
Got that old LS motor in it. I think I maybe jumped the gun on this thing on trying to buy it. It was one of those things I felt like I couldn't live without at the time, but really cool truck. Like I said, the patina is what sold it on for me, but
yeah, I don't think you went wrong with it. It's
pretty low miles, 5.3 in it. I don't think it'll take much to get it up and running. I do smell, you smell that old gas.
You smell it, yeah, you can smell it bad.
Just a few things on the truck that, you know, the steering's kind of, I believe he said they were just trying to get it pieced together where they could move it around, and you can definitely tell there's some stuff that needs to be addressed on it. That's kind of why I've strayed off of it a little bit, but
it shouldn't take much.
Yeah.
At least to get it running anyways.
Right, yeah. These all fuel injected motors, they're pretty dependable. I doubt the battery's charged. I'll be very surprised if it is, but I guess we'll give it a shot, see if it'll turn over or anything. Check all the fluids in it, make sure someone ain't come and sabotaged us.
Siphon the antifreeze out of it. And they may have siphoned the antifreeze out of it. I don't see any in there.
Good on oil. I guess I'll just try to go ahead and see if it'll turn over.
Okay.
I highly doubt it's going to, but old fender wants to hang on that door every time. No idea which keys. Got too many of these universal style ignition switches. Well,
got too many keys?
Yeah. It's got one of those cheapy universal ignition switches, and we've got
so many of them, yeah.
So many of them. I may have lost the key to her, I don't know. But I could probably go ahead and just hot wire it over and see what it does, because none of those keys seem to work anyways. No idea what these go to. Probably be a wise decision to start putting some labels on them.
They'll go to the next thing you can't find the keys to.
You want to see if you want to find some wire, and I'll pull this ignition switch out and we'll just try to hot wire it over and see what it does. When you got as many projects around the shop as we do, it's sometimes hard to keep up with all the keys to things. I don't know if I misplaced this over time or if it's just in a spot that I didn't look today. I've tried a few different keys that we got. It's just one of these cheap O'Reilly's universal ignition switches. All the keys look the same. Unfortunately, we don't do a very good job of labeling them. So we're just trying to crank this truck up and move it. I'll pull this ignition switch out, just basically hot wire the truck, jump some wires across, see if she's going to crank up and move her down the road. Cool thing is, basically these are normally really simple. It is a fuel injected motor, but same principles. As long as we're going to need to get fire to our starter, we're going to need to get fire to our fuel, our gas, our fuel pump, and then fire to the electronical system. So this truck, they basically reused the original wiring harness on it. So as you can see here in the floor, there's a lot of extra wires from whatever vehicle they pulled it from, but should be pretty basic to just go ahead and jump this across and see what she does. Did you find some wires?
Yeah, I went ahead and brought the jump box just in case we needed them. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and hook that jump box up. It's gonna be dead. There's no way that thing's set out here through all this weather, and looks like a cheap battery anyways.
Those are the ones that'll last you forever.
Yeah, that's true.
The ones you least expect, and then they fire right off.
Once you get it hooked up, holler at me, and I'm gonna go ahead and just try to use the starter part on it, make sure we're turning over and everything. Need some rubber boots.
Yeah. Yeah, that ground's pretty wet out here. I'm ready whenever you are, so.
All right.
I know I'm jumping the gun on you, getting ready before you do, so. At least I'm waiting on you and you're not waiting on me.
All right, as long as they got everything wired right, which it's hard to say, there's stuff everywhere. This should bump it over. I'm gonna try it real quick. You in the clear?
Just set, okay, now you're ready.
All right. Well, she didn't want to at first,
No, at first she didn't want to do nothing, did she?
That box pretty charged?
It was completely charged when I started out. It's still showing full charge, so, well, no, it's not. It's down to 2 now.
Yeah.
Instead of 4.
I don't know that it's going to be turning over quick enough to crank, but I'll go ahead and try to jump over basically the fuel pump and everything else on it and see what it does. But we may just have to go grab a battery or, jump it off with the truck. But
right.
Either way, at least she is still turning over.
Yeah, like I said, it didn't want to there at first, but it took it a second or two to warm itself up and decided it was going to have to go. It's kind of the way I am getting started in the mornings.
Jump that one straight to that.
Let me know when you're ready for this to be on.
All right. All right, I guess I'm ready.
Okay.
Here's the fuel pump.
I thought it was.
Yeah, I can hear it pumping a little gas. It doesn't sound like there's much in the tank though. It's sloshing back down. Ready?
Ready.
Uh-oh. One more time.
Third time's charm.
Here we go.
Come on, girl.
I'm gonna go grab some more gas.
Alrighty.
Because I don't know, it sounds like it's just, it doesn't sound like there's much in that tank. It's still got the factory tank behind the seat there.
Oh, yeah.
as it's pumping up, it sounds like it's not very much in there.
Like sucking through an empty straw.
Yeah, I think it's got enough just to try to tease it, you know. So
Right.
I'll go grab some gas real quick and put a little bit more in it, but all in all, I think she'll crank up pretty
I think
easy.
she'll fire up.
Yeah, I'm sure she's pretty thirsty. I've never put any fuel in it since we bought it. So there's no telling how old that is that's in it.
Yeah. I don't think it'll matter to it. Hopefully it won't. If it does, we'll add some tech run to it.
It ain't got a very big tank in it anyways. This is a small factory tank.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're not going very far anyways. Or at least I'm not.
Should be enough to try her out. We good on the jump box?
We are now.
All right, here we go.
Come on. We're starting our tries over, that's one. That's two.
Different
Third time.
sound on that fuel pump.
Oh, I thought that had it.
Getting close.
I can sure hear that fuel pump.
Yeah, that's a noisy thing. Don't see it, no rotted hose or it's leaking out or anything, do you?
Nothing from up here.
I'm gonna try it again.
Okay. I don't see anything from underneath.
I think our battery box kicked off. Yeah, I think that's our whole problem, honestly. That little jump box, just not enough power to power everything it needs. So I can either pull my truck over here and try to jump it off with some jumper cables, or
I can get in it and you can push me and I'll.
yeah. I like the idea of just getting a different battery better than that. Well, I'll go see if I can find a battery. If not, we'll jump it off.
So you want me to wait to take this off or go ahead and try to get it off?
Yeah, just wait just a second. Yeah, hopefully it's positive on the front left. That's all I can find.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
It is?
Yep.
All right, grab that. Yeah, I think we just got a weak, not enough juice.
Yeah.
We may have to pull some of these fuel lines loose, so if it doesn't act like it, and make sure we are getting fuel. I mean, I can definitely hear that pump running. But,
Yeah.
well, they got the stinking fuel lines wrapped around the steering shaft there.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to. But don't mean it's right though. There it is. Out with the old, in with the new. Or newer, anyway.
Trying to see if there's a date or something on this whole thing. Oh yeah, 2015.
Sure that ain't February 15th?
Say we're gonna need some coolant.
I think so. I couldn't hardly see any, or I don't know that I did see any in there. I'm fixing to attach, so if anything. Okay. I don't know if that battery's any good or not. I didn't hear fuel pump or nothing, so.
Oh, I got it unhooked.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess we'll try it out. Like I said, if it doesn't try, we may have to pull. They've got that one of the, I don't know if it's a return line or the line that runs up there to feed the injectors, but make sure that we are getting fuel up to the motor. We have a good little mud puddle right here at this door by the time we're done.
That's probably where we'll have to lay to do something to the fuel.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, there it goes.
Clear?
Clear.
Uh-oh. A lot better.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's fighting so much on
the fuel?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So they've only got one wire ran to the off the ignition switch, so I guess, you know, they've got that wire ran to the fuel pump and to the computer and everything else, so.
Yeah, but it's not like you can't hear the fuel pump. You can tell it's doing
that's
something.
definitely, it's definitely ginning in here.
Yeah.
Unless something's somewhat stopped up in there. Man alive. I'd have never dreamed she'd have been this contrary.
No, if it didn't have dual exhaust, we could try to get back there and siphon on the exhaust to pull that gas through the intake.
You and your siphon dreams these days. I'm gonna go grab a screwdriver and pull that loose,
Okay.
see if it's even coming to it or going out of it or something. Should be able to see something here. So one of these hoses may be all gummed up inside of it, and it's starting to slowly seep past all that.
That old ethanol's hard on that little rubber hoses anymore.
Kind of hate the way they've got that in there. I don't want it stuck on there pretty good. See if I can pry it off. Hoping it'd at least start leaking out so we'd know. Man, it's got a grip. I don't know if you can get at it at a better angle.
I might be able to. Let me gouge you. I guess you got a choice if I do, but I'll try not to gouge you.
There ain't nothing.
Yeah, I see a little gas there.
Man, not much. I'm just gonna turn the. I'm just gonna let that drain.
Right.
Drop the hose clamp.
You go all the way to the ground.
Yep. I see it there. Yeah, you spoke that one into existence, of laying it there. Yeah, I'll grab it here in a second. Let me just turn that over and see if it's pumping. Like I said, I don't know if that's a return or if that's the one that's going to pump it straight up to it.
Surely we'll get gas out of one end or the other.
Well, it's hooked up right now. You clear of everything? I'm going to have to turn it over.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Pumping it out?
It's coming back out of the filter. So yeah, but it's spraying pretty steady. That's a return. Yep.
All right. You can put it back on there, and I'll try to reach that other thing.
Well, I guess I'll wait till you give me that way.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Everything's so soft and muddy. I got it.
Oh, okay.
You just wanted to look dirty too.
I want to look like I was working.
Yeah, I'll let you. I dropped it the first time. So we know we're getting fuel pumping up into that. It's hard to say if anything, I mean, could have possibly got wet on that computer in there. It's not.
Right. Goes up over that, or just up against it?
I think it went up over it.
I thought so too. Let me get that.
So they kind of got it ran in a way. It needs to definitely be re-ran anyways.
Yeah.
Should be fine there.
There we go.
I'm going to be mad if it cranks up and it just wanted me to lay down in that water.
Give you a taste of what it's been doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be right. That may be what she's doing. Here we go.
All righty, we're ready.
Come on. Ready? Try it one more time.
Ready. Come on, girl. Stay running.
Finally.
I guess we're more hard-headed than she was.
Well,
Yeah.
it goes to show they may be dependable, but anything that sits that long will give you issues.
That's right, yeah.
I think that old fuel had gummed up in somewhere.
I think so too. It was just letting just enough through to
Yeah.
give it a taste.
Try to rev it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, it's been sitting out here long enough, the grass kind of started taking over the back end of it. Yeah, I guess we need to get some water, some coolant in it. We tried the brakes out. Last time we moved it, there wasn't much anyway, so.
Right.
Nah, there ain't much of a pedal at all.
I'll carry this over there and set it down. I'll grab a...
I'm gonna kill it.
Okay. Looks like an Allen wrench on it. I'll try to grab an Allen wrench and come back.
Well, I have to say that I never expected that this girl was going to be this contrary to get cranked up and running. Having that it already had the LS swap done in it, most of the time these things are pretty dependable. If you've got a hot battery and you've got gas in it, they'll normally fire up pretty quick. There's a lot of things on this truck that aren't done quite right, so we don't know if we could have had a little bit of a wiring issue, but I'm pretty sure the fuel in it's probably just gummed up, maybe even got some water in it over time. But now that she's finally cranked up, we're going to get some water in it, make sure it doesn't get hot. Try to at least get a little bit of brakes where we can move it down the road. But other than that, she should fire up now that she started the first time, and we can get her moved to the shop. Want some Allens?
Yeah, and some brake fluid. Not much, but enough to give us some brakes.
I'm gonna go grab some water, put some water in it so we at least know it ain't gonna get hot. We're not going too far.
Right.
Too far to take a chance.
Right.
Have to put some antifreeze in it once we get down to the shop.
Yeah. It's got brake fluid in it. Front one's a little low, but not much.
Oh man, it's pretty clean too, ain't it?
Yeah.
I was hoping with as little pedal as it felt like it had, it might just be low. I guess I'll just get in there and try to keep pumping it up, see if it'll start getting a better pedal.
Right. Get this thing stuffed back up in there like it's supposed to. They never want to go in there really easy.
Water's coming out like a bucking bull. It wasn't that low. Mostly air from the stinking hose coming in.
Oh, should be air cooled.
Yeah, I guess we'll just try to. It's power brake, so of course the pedal's going to feel, you know, softer than normal anyways. But I remember last time when we unloaded this thing, there wasn't much there to stop her.
Right.
Which we've been known to move stuff down the road before, but
with no brakes, yeah.
Most of the time I don't have this much motor under the hood either, though.
All right, well,
I guess I'll crank it back up. Like I said, try the brakes out, make sure it's even going to go in gear and stuff. So hopefully we didn't have any, you know, transmission leaks and it needs fluid. But if so, we can go grab some fluid if we don't get stuck.
Yeah, that may be.
Like I said, I'll just crank it up, try to pump the brakes, play around with them, and try it in gear and see what it does.
We'll pull us down just a little bit for right now, just
in case you go forward. I can see where I'm going. Try to go backwards, it still feels about the same.
Seemed like he said something about pumping the brakes, so it's been so long ago I can't remember, but. Away we go.
It's got enough brakes just to make it scary. Yeah. Pretty soft though, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's bad with those kind of brakes is because you know you've got a little, but you just don't know how much.
I think we can go ahead and try it on down there. I mean, probably need to actually take and bleed them, but I'm not about to lay up underneath this thing. And
well, it's dry right here.
I'm gonna kill it, get everything shut down good.
I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this battery up.
Yeah. Yeah, let's prep it for a catastrophe.
Yeah.
This steering anyway scares me.
Yeah, that ought to be enough to keep you from going very fast.
I want to make sure that this backup nut is even, oh gosh, it's not on there very well.
Well then good, you don't have to worry about the brakes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get something to try to tighten that a little better. Okay. I don't want that to come loose. And
yeah, it's one thing not to have brakes. It's another when you can't steer it away from something.
Yeah. I'm gonna go grab a crescent wrench or something just to put on there.
Okay.
I mean, it was finger loose. So, other than that, we've got battery good.
Battery's good.
Coolant. Somewhat best working brakes we got. Transmission seems good. Tires are good. I think she's ready to go.
Yeah, now all we need is a driver.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get a crescent wrench. And some old channel locks.
better than fingers.
Yeah.
Not much, but if it's some of them that I've seen that we've had.
said, this thing was really, really loose. And it wouldn't surprise me if it's not stripped.
I can feel it
Tightening.
pulling, yeah. Yep.
One more snug on her. I think that's got her. Hey, you want to just meet me down there? I only got one seat unless you want to lay in the floorboard. I don't know how good they
At this point,
are.
I think I'd rather just walk.
Alrighty. I ain't scared. I guess I'll meet you down there then.
All right.
Oh, what a wiring contraption we got here. Definitely got to be illegal. Here we go. No brakes. I gotta be ready to pull the wire loose in case I need to stop. Go. It's cool getting her out on the road again. Guess I'll take her out on the highway. People only knew the death trap that was rolling down the road at them. Bad tire over there. Slow down. Slow down. You can hardly see through this windshield. We made it. Well guys, this old girl made her first journey most definitely since we've owned this truck. When we bought it, we basically just cranked her up, pulled her on the trailer, and then just kind of shoved her off at the house once we got there. Unfortunately, she's just been sitting back there neglected for about 2 years now. Being that it has a LS motor in it, I figured she'd fire up pretty easy. She was a little contrary trying to get her to start up, but once she's cranked up and ran, seems to be running really good. Now the brakes and the steering, that's a whole nother situation. They most definitely still need some attention. All in all, I was really excited that y'all picked this 59 for us to work on, and we'd love to hear from you in the comments below of what you'd like to see us tinker on next.